LSU, Mississippi State, 2022, hype and hate. Where do I begin? Man, honestly, I think this is gonna be a good game. This people are favoring Mississippi State by 2.5, by 3. I think the spread is at 3 last time I checked, like an hour ago. But who gives? I don't care, man. Predictions normally don't say what's gonna happen. And honestly, I don't know what to expect from our team. But I do know one thing though. I do know that in front of a huge crowd tomorrow night at home in Death Valley, they gonna come ready to play. That's what I know. Mississippi State. Y'all have not been a good program, man. Y'all are one of the bottom feeding programs in the SEC. Had a couple of good years this century. I remember that 2014 when Dak Prescott was on your team and you beat us in Baton Rouge for the first time in like 14, 15 years, something like that. Yeah, probably about 15 years. And to be honest, y'all deserve a shot at the playoffs. Now, if there was a 12-team playoff, y'all would have probably made it, and I would have loved to see what happened there. But outside of that, Mississippi State, you ain't done too much. Heck, I don't think you've even won your division this century. I think the last time you actually won, the only time you won the SEC West was 1998. And you still lost in the SEC title to Tennessee. I mean, you haven't won the conference. And you've won the division probably only once ever since the SEC had divisions in, they started in 1992. My goodness, Mississippi State, that's pitiful. You just ain't up there with the big dogs, man. You just ain't up there. And honestly, I don't know if you ever will. Even though I'm kind of hoping you at some point do it. At some point do something out there. But man, this ain't helping your case, man. Especially helping the case that Mike Leach, your new head coach, this is 3rd year. And the first 2 years, I understand you building, but you still have like losing seasons, man. That is just pitiful. I thought you were going to give some coaches a run for their money. Now, you did catch us in a COVID year after we lost so many people. We lost a record number of players and coaches. And then we had to deal with COVID, no spring practice. And when we had our new coordinators, we didn't have any spring practice, any kind of practice at all to get familiar with each other. Not making excuses here, it's just the facts. Everybody dealt with it. Now, you caught us there. But after that, man, I don't think you'll be catching us again, man, for a long while. I honestly think another streak is coming, Mississippi State. And tomorrow is going to be the start of that. LSU is gonna mop the floor with you. You may hang in there for a little bit, but man, I'm telling you, afterwards we're just gonna bring it on, and you ain't gonna stop this LSU train coming. You ain't gonna stop Mike the Tiger. You ain't gonna stop all of us running through you tomorrow. It's just not gonna happen. And what makes it even pitiful is in the last 23 years or so, you've only beaten us 3 times. That means we won the 20 out of the last 23 matchups. Jeez, we own that series big, man. Mississippi State. you just not ready to compete with us tomorrow. I just don't think what it takes against this team. And this is the year that if you're gonna get us, maybe you could. But I still don't see it, man. I'm not saying we're gonna blow it out like early, but we're gonna pull away at some point. We're gonna pull away a little bit, and Mississippi State, there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. This is a conference game, and it's my first time doing a hype and hate video for a conference game. And I'm gonna say I just cannot get much into it right now because Mississippi State fans are just not annoying. I think they're diehard. A lot of them are diehard fans, and they want their team to do well. And honestly, I'll pull for them when they're not playing us. I'll pull for a lot of teams in the country, even in my conference, when they don't play us. But man, tomorrow is an SEC opener for my head coach, and I believe he's gonna get our guys ready to play. And it's just, man, a mud hole might be stomped in you, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And yeah, we own you, Mississippi State. It's just, it's not common that we have trouble with you. I mean, shit, we've been through 3. This is our fourth head coach of this century, and if I'm not mistaken, one coach has lost to you twice. Coach O. Les Miles, you beat Les Miles once, and you never beat Nick Saban in his 5 years of coaching LSU. Heck, I don't think you've beaten Nick Saban at all. Oh, no, you have. Never mind. You have once when he was coaching at Bama. In 2007, you beat him. But outside of that, Mississippi State, you're just a pitiful program, and it's not ready to compete tomorrow, and you're gonna have a tough ride this year. And yeah, I know all you want to do is throw the ball. You think your receivers are so good. I'm gonna tell you what, man. If we shut that down, you got nothing going on your offense because you can't run the ball. So don't try to make your living running the ball, because that you're asking a recipe for disaster right there. Man. But I'll make a deal with you, Mississippi State. And all you Bulldog fans, I will make a deal with you this Saturday. LSU will be in Baton Rouge at home, waiting for you to kick this game off at 5 p.m. Central tomorrow night. If this is what you want to show up for, Mississippi State, then drag your cowbell asses across the state line and come meet us on the damn football field, strapping on tight, so you can get punished around for 3 hours in front of one of the most hostile crowds in the country, and come get you some of this, bitch. Go Tigers.